Howdy folks, welcome to Beards and Camo. I hope this finds everybody happy and healthy. So on this video, the teller of this story, all this took place during World War II. And she was born and raised in England. During an attack on her town, her dad was killed, her grandparents were killed. Her older brother was sickly. He just never had a lot of energy. He couldn't breathe very well. So mom, being depressed over losing the home and the her parents, and her husband due to the bombings and such, she found comfort in another man. They ended up coming to the United States. The woman that told this story, she could not remember what state or town or anything in the United States, and she really wished that she could, because she would like to find the people that took her in. We'll get to that in a bit. So mom, David, the older brother, and I think her name was Joyce, and then friend, and I forget his name, he was an American. They come over to the United States, and they come to a farm. And basically they stayed almost a year at this farm. They addressed the grandma on the farm as Meemaw. Joyce and David slept up in the loft. It was very hot up there, but they had windows that they opened up on each side that allowed the nightly breeze to come through. So during the day, they started making their way down to a creek, which is pretty close to the house. And their intentions were to take a dip, get some relief from, the heat, the summer heat. So one particular day, they go down to the creek, down to the swimming hole, as she called it. So her and Dave go down there, and they see this monkey. In a swimming hole. And this monkey is with a bigger monkey. So David, he decides he's going to go on up. Somehow, Joyce doesn't realize how, but somehow David started communicating with what they grown to call Mama. Mama was, bye Ruby. Mama was the mother Sasquatch. Mama had Bubba. They started calling the child Bubba. Now, through hand gestures and this, that, and the other, Joyce really wasn't quite sure how Mama and David communicated. Now, they would meet quite a bit. David and Joyce and Mama and Bubba would meet quite a bit down at the swimming hole throughout this whole year. When David would be feeling poorly, Mama would sit David next to him. She would give him various wild um, plants. She would just cradle him. And Joyce and Bubba would be out in the creek. They would be out there catching crawdads and catching minnows and just doing stuff that kids do. Okay, and Bubba taught Joyce how to catch the crawdads, how to catch the minnows, and all this. One particular time, Joyce talked about how they come up on a snake. Was a copperhead, and Bub reached down and grabbed it, whipped it like a whip, pulled the head off, threw the head off, and they took it back to Mama, the body. Mama took a bite, and you know, Mama offered some of the snake to Joyce and David, and they declined, and you know, and they would offer them, um, you know, minnows to eat with them, and the raw crawdads, and of course they declined because they're humans, and well, they didn't want to eat the raw stuff, but Mama and Bubba, being Sasquatch, they ate it. They would eat it. They would also, David and Joyce would bring them vegetables and stuff periodically out of Meemaw's garden. There was one particular time that they woke up the next morning and found some colorful, pretty rocks sitting on the windowsill. And again, now I remind you, David and Joyce slept up in the loft. So the second story, fall started setting in. And on this one particular day, David and Joyce goes down to the water hole, to the swimming hole, and they see Mama. And Mama sees them, and Mama just stops what she was doing. And there was other mamas there. Mama caught sight of Joyce and David, and David said to Joyce, "We need to go back home. This is not our time to be here." So they went. Now as the fall come on, winter started setting in, they would see Mama and Bubba less and less. And David told Joyce that they wasn't going to stay there throughout the winter. They were going to move on, but they would be back in the spring. Okay? So they didn't see him no more before spring could get there, and before Joyce could see Mama and Bubba again. David got worse and worse, and David ended up passing away. So Joyce's mom, she packed up, and her and Joyce went back to England. From Joyce's mom losing her husband and her parents, and then losing David, she turned to alcohol. And a few months later, she got hit by a bus. Joyce got put in care, basically an orphanage. Look, I'm telling you guys, there's been some shit going on down here lately. You guys are probably like, yeah, right, he's telling the Sasquatch story. But I just heard 3 whoops. There's another howl. Damn, there was another howl. Another one. Holy shit. Well, I turned the camera off because I had to take a leak. And I heard 3 more howls, whoops. In the past 2 weeks, we've been hearing shit. Now this is the 4th night. Yeah, wow. The filming of this took a turn, eh? So if I hear anything else or something crazy happens, I'll let you guys know. But anyhow, thanks for coming along. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me and Ruby. Ruby, say bye. Say bye. Say thank you. Say everybody be kind to each other. Huh. Yeah. Oh, no kisses. That's not a coyote. Oh my God, I wish you guys could hear this. This is insane. Thanks for listening. This could be a very interesting story. Or video, I mean. Okay. Thanks a bunch. I love you. God loves you. Ruby loves you. We out. Oh my God. And there. Holy shit. these sounds were coming from 3 different directions. At one point, that's my neighbor's light. That way into the woods it was like 3 deep guttural like barks, but it was not like a dog bark. And then the howls, screams, things, they started moving away. And then now that's it. All this was going on for a good 30 minutes. Leave me some comments, you guys. Let me know what you think. Please. Please. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. I sure did. This was insane. Insane. We might have something going on here. Stay tuned, Ruby. Alright. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I say, I love you. God loves you. Ruby loves you. We out.